Oh, welcome back. I just wanted to put out a big hats off to Skeptical Aquatics for all the work he's doing in this series. Um, he's really put a lot of time and effort and thought into this work he's doing, and I think it's good stuff. I mean, and why exactly do I think his work is so good? Well, you got to understand what motivated the man. And I understand what motivated the man because I've dealt with the same phenomenon. That phenomenon being, if you have a fish tube channel and you discuss methods that basically blow away the father fish narrative, he sends his minions after your channel. And what they're doing is they're using old high rated accounts to basically flag you into obscurity. They sit there and they flag your messages. The cult I'm talking about, his little cult, sits there and they'll flag new user messages as hateful to get them removed, to make the new user think that I've deleted the message from my channel, which I didn't. And that leaves a bad taste in a new user's mouth, so then they don't want to come back, a new subscriber. All kinds of little tactics like this. And they basically effectively work to get you shadow banned, to drive you down on the algorithm so that your message doesn't obscure their message, so that your message doesn't make someone not want to buy a jar of mud. And they're very aggressive about it. And their interest is simply maintaining market share. And what I mean by market share is there's only so many people out there that really want to watch FishTube. If you put up a good video, you'll get 500 to 1,500 views, somewhere in that range. Even if it's really, really magnetic, 1,000 views if you're lucky. It doesn't matter who's putting it up. I mean, even the best channels are that's the range. Okay, and then every now and then, if you're lucky, one of your videos will get some algorithm love, and you might make a little bit of money off one of them. There's not a lot of money to be made in YouTube. You're definitely not going to get anywhere though if you've got basically a channel acting in bad faith with their cult. If they don't, they'll keep you down. I can't even monetize right now because my comment section has been flagged with hate so many times, and they won't tell me exactly why they won't monetize me, other than saying hateful content, check your messages. There's nothing wrong with any of my messages. Even the ones that did get flagged as hates, most of them seem to stay removed. Some of them come back after YouTube just identifies them as not being hateful. The truth is, none of them were ever hateful. But you see, they've suppressed my channel. And that's what they did to Skeptic as well. And he was very careful. He understands how YouTube works a little better. So he made that a separate channel called Fraud or Fish to try and get the message out. He did that. He started doing that last June. But what I think he did see was in January, I was getting mobbed the same way he had been. And so he updated his video because, it was, the situation was back in the limelight. The situation that had been affecting him, he saw it was affecting me. And I'm not the only one. There's others that I'm sure he's keenly aware of that have been attacked in this fashion. So he went around and he made his January version of his Fraud or Fish video, and he linked it to my channel and apparently a few others that I'm unaware of. But he was doing that because he's waiting for his own channel to mature to the point where he couldn't get shadow banned into obscurity by the cult. He feels he's reached that stage now, and And so now he's talking about it on his actual channel, which is great. But I think this information needs to be out there. I think the people need to understand what they're supporting, and the viciousness of this cult when it comes to competing views. It's none of what they're doing is acceptable under YouTube policy, but it's hard to prove. So they do it anyway. And, I don't know. We live in a world where, if the narrative sounds right and you use the right buzzwords, like Google and YouTube, they want to hear, the new Green Deal. So if you set up your scam and it sounds nice and green, they seem to leave you alone, even though it's misinformation. Everything the guy teaches you is basically going to kill your fish. It's not fish keeping information that a new user or a new keeper should be following. It really isn't. If you're a super advanced keeper and you're trying to apply those methods, you might have some fun with it. But all of the work that you're adding, he advertises it as lazy fish keeping. It's not lazy fish keeping at all. To maintain a tank like that, you've got to do a lot more work, a lot more monitoring. There's a lot more risk involved to your fish. It's complete misinformation. And, it's getting priority because of the buzzwords he uses. You got to admire the guy's ability to market, but at the same time, it's very predatory. It's extremely predatory. It's extremely dishonest. And people have been getting hurt left, right, and center along the way. I've had countless people tell me I set up a tank like that. It was a nightmare. What a waste of my time and my money. The only people that seem to praise it are the bots on his channel, to be honest. And that's why I applaud Skeptic Aquatics for doing all of this hard work over all these many months, biding his time, waiting for the right opportunities to put the information forward, and that's exactly what he's done, and he's done it brilliantly. So this is a kudos message to that gentleman. I much appreciate what you've done with this, because I've noticed, like you've noticed recently, very recently, that these attacks have slowed way down, almost stopped on my channel. So hopefully he has given up. Maybe he's lost pull with his minions. I don't know, but they've backed off. They have backed off. And I think they're worried. So good work, my friend. Keep it up, because, most people were rolling over on this one. I certainly wasn't. I didn't know all the background stuff you found, but I've continued my my swamp tank narrative, and I will continue that narrative until people realize that they've been conned. Thank you, everyone, for watching, listening to my little discussion here. But it's been an ongoing thing now for several months, actually the better part of a year, because I started commenting on his channel, and from my channel name, and after I did that, that's basically when the attack started. They made sure they wanted to teach me a lesson, and most people would have just gone away, cowered, stopped talking about it, because they don't want to deal with the heat. But I got nothing to lose. I wasn't making nothing. And because they did what they did, I'm still not making nothing. They literally suppressed my ability to earn on YouTube. And for that, they're getting what they deserve right now. They acted like a bunch of unscrupulous pricks. And now the truth is setting the rest of us free. Ciao for now.